Hi folks, welcome to the last Cooking with Clergy, and today we're cooking with myself. So cooking today reminds me of all the delicious foods that we've had throughout the series. Thinking about it, my mouth waters. Those stuffed peppers, that impossible pie, the Wiener Schnitzel, the cottage pie, oh my goodness, the empanadas. It's all been so good. So here's what we're making today. We're actually preparing communion bread, which is unleavened bread. This is going to be used during Holy Week for all of our different Holy Week services. It's a really easy recipe, and if you're ever hankering for an unleavened bread to pair with food, it's fantastic. It's sweet and a little bit salty too, and it stores well in the freezer. With dry ingredients, we start with flour, whole wheat flour and white flour. We mix it all together, we sift it 3 times. While mixing the first time, I'm going to add some other dry ingredients, including some baking powder and also salt. Now I'm going to re-sift the flour a second time, and that means I need to transfer this flour from one bowl to another to sift it. I'm trying not to make a mess, but you know, sometimes baking, things go awry. Which reminds me of when some things did not go as planned. Welcome!
Hello.
This is Cooking with Clergy. My name is Pastor Sarah. Hi. This is Adam. He's our director of music.
All right,
what?
There's our,
What's that?
when you stand there, you're not in at all.
Okay.
Just FYI. Good. All right, let's start. Cool.
Hi. This is another episode of Cooking with Clergy. Right over there. All right. Thank you. Hi. You've done a lot of living. And have
When
been...
you're calling me old.
No. After sifting the flour and all the dry ingredients 3 times, don't forget, 3 times, we're gonna add oil to it and mix it all in. Next, we're gonna mix our wet ingredients together, which include molasses, honey, and water. Pro tip, pour the molasses and honey first, and then pour the hot water to help it dissolve faster. You know, I learned a lot of things along the way, and people have been offering me tips about their favorite recipes.
Tomatoes, even though we all like a tomato sandwich in the summer, did you know that tomatoes release their nutrition when they're cooked?
They release their nutrition when they're cooked. Interesting. This is very therapeutic. Yes, it is. Woo!
Hey, buddy.
Done! Come here, look. Whose peppers are the best?
Wow. Wow.
Pastor Sarah's?
Now we have the dry ingredients, we have the wet ingredients, and we're going to mix the wet ingredients into the dry. Now is the fun part where we get our hands involved, we mix up the ingredients, and if you have kids that really want to help, this is a great time to involve them too, and they could be part of making the bread. Now that our dough is mixed, I like to take it and squish it into loaves like this, and that's how they're going to cook. We're going to bake it for about 10 minutes. Afterward, we're going to take it out, brush it with some oil, and bake it for another 5. What I've really appreciated is how our guests have shared their insights about hunger.
Which people always wonder why do they gain weight? Because they're buying unhealthy food, high carbs, high sodium, high fat. Unfortunately, it's what they can afford to eat. They can't get the fresh vegetables. They can't go to the outside perimeters of the grocery store and buy the fresh meats and buy the fresh vegetables.
In college, I'm going to be honest, I took a little bit of a break from church. I was having some personal issues, and upon graduation, I was just like, all right, I'm just hungry for church. I'm hungry for Jesus. I just need this back in my life now.
You're not your full self when you're hungry. And you may not be able to control that because you don't have the means to stock your house or to feed yourself or feed your kids. So that might result in how people are portraying themselves out. So it's more of trying to stress patience with individuals.
And here it is, the communion bread that we've made for our Holy Week services. And it's warm, it's going to be delicious, it's going to be special this week. In light of making communion bread for this Holy Week, in what ways are you hungering for Jesus in your life? This has been Cooking with Clergy. Thanks for watching. Bye!